Hai, Assalamualaikum. Good morning to Encik Huizam bin Muhammad here. I'm Danial Harith bin NORAMINIZAM, matrix number 01 DKM19 F2011, and the other teammate is AIMAN NADZREEN bin SAHRANI and SYAHMI bin SAMSUL ARIFIN. And today we are going to present our task given, and the topic given is boiler mounting. So what is boiler mounting? Boiler mounting are the machine components that are mounted over the body of the boiler itself for the safety of the boiler and for complete control of the process of steam generation. For the first component is steam stop valve. It used to shut off or regulate the flow of steam from the boiler to the steam pipe or steam from the steam pipe to the engine. How does it work? The spindle that rotates by the help of hand wheel. Due to rotation of the spindle, the valve move up and down. When the valve sits over the valve seat, the passage of steam is completely closed, and the steam passage may be partially or fully opened by moving the valve up. The second component is feed check valve. It used to allow the feed water to pass into the boiler and to prevent the backflow of the water from the boiler in the event of the failure of the feed pump. How does it work? The inlet and outlet pipe of valve expose different pressure. At the inlet of valve, the feed pump pressure acts, and outlet pipe of the valve, the boiler pressure acts. When the feed pump is in operation, the pressure on the inlet is more than the pressure at the outlet. This pressure difference leaves the non-return valve and allows water flow into boiler. For the next component of boiler mounting is manhole. It used to allow men to enter inside of the boiler for service and maintenance, properly inspect, clean and repair the inside of the drum and its internals. So for the next part, I will pass this to Ahmad Syahmi. Thank you.
Thank you, Danial Harith. Today, I want to present about boiler mounting. This is a fusible plug. Fusible plug is to extinguish fire in the event of water level in the boiler shell falling below a certain specified limit. This is about working principle or diagram for fusible plug. For the first point is, in normal working condition, the upper surface of fusible plug is covered with water, which keeps the temperature of the plug below its melting point, while other end of plug is exposed to fire or hot gas. And the second point is, the low melting point, tin or lead, does not melt till the upper surface of plug is submerged in water. And the third point is, but in case of water level in boiler falls below the danger levels, the fusible plug uncovered by the water and get exposed to steam. The job of valve is to drain out the water from the boiler for internal cleaning, inspection or other purpose. This is working principle and diagram for blow of valve. The first point is, when rectangular hole of plug is broke in line with casing hole by rotating spindle, the water flow out. The second point is, when the solid portion of the plug is in front of casing hole, the water cannot flow out of boiler. The water gauge is a device that allows the liquid level in a vessel to be visually inspected. Water gauges are required by the ASMW boiler and pressure code on steam boiler, and are also useful in many other monitoring the amount of oil in an oil tank. Thank you, and I will pass this to AIMAN NADZREEN.
Thank you for Ahmad Syahmi, and I will continue for my part is pressure gauge of boiler mounting. Pressure gauge to record the steam pressure at which the steam generate in the boiler. Next is the working principle or diagram for the pressure gauge. When pressure is applied to inside of oval Bowden tube, its cross section tend to become circular and free end of Bowden tube try to become straight. So turning the spindle by link and gearing. This is cause the needle to move and indicate pressure on graduate there. So in the right side you can see the diagram of the pressure gauge. Okay, for the next is about the safety valve of boiler mounting. A safety valve is a valve mechanism which is automatically release substance from a boiler, pressure vessel or other system when the pressure or temperature exceed preset limits. Next part is safety valve. The working principle for the safety valve. Firstly, in the normal condition, the downward force due to spring is higher than upward force applied by steam. Next is when steam pressure exceed the normal limit, upward force due to steam pressure is become higher than downward force due to spring. And lastly, thus the valve are lifted from their seat, opening the passage for steam to release out of boiler. And you can see the diagram is firstly the cap is a protection cap for the spring adjuster. Secondly, easing gear level. Thirdly is the spring inside and the bonnet or housing, and valve body and valve disc, and lastly is a seat. Okay, we continue with water column of boiler mounting. A water column is used on a steam boiler to reduce the turbulence and fluctuation of the water level, so the gauge glass can provide a steady, accurate water level reading. The summary and conclusion for our presentation is boiler mounting a set of safety device installed for the safety operation of a boiler. This equipment save the boiler from damage due to extreme pressure, steam backflow, shell collapse due to vacuum air, and regulate steam pressure, low water level, backflow of feed water to the pump, and dry running respectively. And for the conclusion, regular accident and boiler breakdown can happen due to improper maintenance and cleaning. Without the boiler mounting, it can damage the boiler and its surrounding with one mistake followed by a series of events. So that's all for me. Thank you.